Hi everyone, welcome back to the next topic in the subject computer architecture is timing and control and instruction cycle. In this video, let us see about computer instructions, timing and control, instruction cycle and determine the type of instructions. First one is computer instructions. All basic computer instruction codes are 16 bits wide. There are 3 instruction code format: memory reference instruction, register reference instruction and input output instructions. This is the format for different types of computer instructions. Let us see each one in detail. First one is memory reference instructions. 12 bits of memory is used to specify an address and 1 bit to specify the addressing mode. The opcode 12 to 14 bits varies from 000 to 110. If ith bit is 0 means it is a direct addressing. If I is set to 1, the instruction uses indirect addressing. The next one is register reference instructions. In this, instructions are represented by 111 in opcode with 0 in the leftmost bit. The remaining lower order 12 bits are used to specify type of register reference instruction or test to be performed. The last one is input output instructions. It does not need a reference to memory and is recognized by operation code 111 with 1 in the leftmost bit. The remaining 12 bits used to specify the type of input-output operation or test to be performed. The next topic is timing and control. The timing for all registers in the basic computer is controlled by a master clock generator. The clock pulses do not change the state of a register unless the register is enabled by a control signal. The control unit is classified into 2 major categories: hardware control and microprogram control. In hardware control, it involves control logic to be implemented with gates, flip-flops, decoder and other logic circuits. It produces a fast mode of operation. In microprogram control, the control information is stored in control memory. The control memory is programmed to initiate the required sequence of micro operations. This is the block diagram of control unit of a basic computer. It is implemented by hardware organizations. In this hardware control consists of 2 decoders, 3x8 decoder and 4x16 decoder, and 1 4-bit sequence counter and number of logic gates. An instruction fetched from memory unit is placed in the instruction register. The component of instruction register include address bit, that is 0 to 11 indicates address bits, 12 to 14 refers opcode, 15 is a ith bit. The operation code in bits 12 to 14 are coded with 3x8 decoder. The outputs of decoder are designated by symbol D0 to D7. The operation code at bit 15 is transferred to the flip-flop I. The operation code from bits 0 to 11 are applied to the control logic gates. The sequence counter can count in binary from 0 to 15. It has 3 signals. Incrementing, to clear the sequence counter, we are using clear signal. This is the timing signal generated by 4-bit sequence counter and 4x16 decoder. The sequence counter can be cleared during D3 is active and also D4 is active. Next topic is instruction cycle. In basic computer, a machine instruction is executed in the following cycle. First one is fetch an instruction, decode an instruction, then read the effective address from memory. The instruction has an indirect address. The last one is execute the instruction. After an instruction is executed, again it starts from first statement for the next instructions. This is the phase for fetch and decode. The micro operation for the fetch and decode phases can be specified by the following statements. At timing signal T0, the following connections to be performed. First, place the content of PC into bus by making the control signal 0, 1, 0. Then transfer the content of bus to AR by enabling the load input of AR. Similarly, during timing signal T1, the following connection to be performed. Enable the read input of memory. Place the content of memory onto bus by making control signal 111. That is for memory connected by 7. The binary value of 7 is 111. Transfer the content of bus to instruction register by enabling the load input of IR. Then increment PC by enabling the INR input of PC. The T2 is used to determine the type of instructions. Next we see about that. The last one is determine the type of instruction. By time T2, the opcode has been decoded by the decoder attached to IR 12 to 14 and the control signal D0 to D7 are available. See the previous slide. So this is used to determine the type of instructions. So similarly at pulse T2, IR of 15th bit is loaded into I flip-flop. Hence all these signals are available for use at pulse T3. D7 indicates that opcode fields 111 and this is either a register or input-output instruction. Let us see about this. This is the flow chart for instruction cycle. So first SC is clear to zeros, that is sequence counter. As we see earlier, during T0 this statement is performed. Similarly during T1 is performed. T2 also decoding operation is performed. But these 7 bits is used to determine whether it is memory instruction or register reference instructions. Here D7 is 1 means we can define as a D7. If it is 0 means we indicate D7. So I bit allows us distinguish between register reference or IO instruction. Here D7 dash means it indicates memory reference instructions. In this case, I bit determine the addressing mode. So if address 0 means it is a direct addressing, otherwise indirect addressing. So D7 dash I dash T3. It means they execute D7 I dash means I's value is 0. That is I dash. Then it executes the register reference instructions. Suppose value is D7 that is 1, D7 value is 1, I is 1, then T3. During T3 only it executes the all type of instructions. So in this case, it executes the input-output instructions. So memory reference instruction with indirect addressing means refers here. That means D7 I T3. So in this case, no need to refer the memory address. Memory reference with direct addressing means D7 I T3. So effective address is already in address register. So make sure that CPU is in the known state at time T4. So thank you for watching.